Hi Dharminder, how are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm fine and good evening. And how are you?
I'm very good, thank you for asking. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
tell me about your day today.
Yeah, it is going good. And yes, as usual, I'm preparing for my study. I'm preparing for my CMA final exam. And
Yeah,
yes, all is good.
okay, perfect. Oh my God, I'm so tired today. Tell me, I am giving you full freedom. You lead the conversation today. I will talk
O-
along whatever you wish to talk about. So tell me.
Okay, today I share the topic that is anger and anger management.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, anger and anger management. So, since you picked up this particular topic, what prompted you to choose this?
Yes. Actually, nowadays, not all the people, but
Mhm.
some of the people they get angry when something is not going in the favor of them, when someone is hurting them, or someone is scolding them, or someone is shouted at them. So they actually, before knowing the actual fact, they are getting angry,
Right.
and after that, uh, uh, when they give their reaction, give their reaction, there is a they will create a conflict. There will be creating a conflict between both the person and the relationship. After that, the relationship uh, spoiled.
Hmm.
So that's the thing that came to my mind. So I think I should discuss today with you. And actually, ma'am, angerness, what I think that is something that is the change of reaction.
Hmm.
But yes,
Right.
there should not be, the reaction should not be converted to action. When it comes to action, there will be fight between
Right.
the person,
Right.
and the relationship will go totally spoiled and totally sink into the water, I will say. And yes, we should control our emotion.
Hundred-
Whatever may be the person scolding us, or they are hurting us, or they are saying something wrong or something wrong what was, we should find out the fact why that person did with me or did with us. So we should find the actual reason. Without knowing the reason, if we are trying to give reaction, so there would be a what I will say, yes, the relationship and the will gone damage. Yes,
Understandings also emerge, right?
yes, right. Also, if I talk about the family, every family, if there is family, there is a what I will say, there is the problem. Every family has the problem. So if we take that seriously, so we can't live in the society.
Hmm.
So if there is something, or there is something wrong that is happening in our family, we should find the real fact. We should find the real reason behind that and try to solve in a proper way. After understanding all the things, why they are shouting each other, why they are scolding each other, why they are involved into these. So we should find the real reason. Then after we can take the action.
Right.
So if I talk about not only my family, but also I have seen in my village, in my friends' family also, they are doing something wrong with each other. They are scolding or shouting each other. So the reason is, if we found the real reason, there is nothing. Without any reason, sometimes the family member become there to fight with each other. So that should not be happen. But yes, every family has some problem. We should take that problem easily and find the solution. That is the thing.
100%. I absolutely agree with you. And even when we study about people's psychology, as you said, sometimes there are no reasons, and people just lash out or
Ye-
get angry. I think if I were to make an analysis, I think that happens because people might be discontent with a lot of different things in life. It could be that, and we are human beings. We are in a state of constant want, right? We always
Yeah,
want more and more, whether be it in terms of money or better job opportunities or having better relationships. So we're constantly seeking and demanding from all aspects of our lives. So naturally, there is bound to be some discontent that sort of festers within people. Uh, and I think our lives are so hectic that
yeah,
I think that line between your personal life and your professional life tends to blur. If somebody might have had a bad day in office, they might come back home and shout at their children or their wives or anybody, right? So
yeah,
yes, 100%. It stems from a lot of factor, I believe, and even the Bhagavad Gita says that when you're angry, you should just become silent, because
yeah,
when you're angry, your emotions take over you, and then you become an entirely different person. So
yeah,
the idea is that you should not let your anger change who you are, right? So that's absolutely there. And I think so what do you think are the reasons that people tend to lose their patience or get angry? Do you think it's professional unsatisfaction? Do you think it's something else? What is your perspective on that?
yes. Before talking that, I would say the biggest enemy, if I talk about the biggest enemy in our life, that is angerness.
Hmm.
So everyone has that problem, has these types of problem. But yes, when it comes to the life, life matter, then we should take it very seriously. And when it comes to the decision making, then before going to take any type of decision, we should think about the problem and try to get the real solution of that problem. Yes, if I talk about the professional life and the personal life should be separated. It
100%.
should not be combined. So if we combine it, then we can't live. We can't live a happy life. So when you are in a office, if your boss scolded you or scolded you, you should not take that uh, that stress to your
Back
home,
home. Yeah.
to your home. So when it comes to your home, then you are not able to control that stress, and you suddenly try to scolding or shouting at your children, at your wife, at your family members, and whatever may be. And
Yeah.
after that you will say, no, I have in I was in the stress and I did something wrong with my family member, so that's why my wife left me and my childrens are not happy with me. So, and my father and mothers are also, they are scolding me, why did you do that with your wife or children? But
Yeah.
yes, this should be separated. But angerness, I would say it is a natural thing. We have
Hmm.
to control that. We have to control that. There are some things that we have to do, or we can control by doing that things. First one is when I actually prefer to listen om sound.
Hmm.
Om sound. When
Right.
my mind become frustrated or getting stressed,
Right.
uh, uh, in the study time, I actually play the om sound,
Hmm.
and then my mind become fresh and refreshed, I will say. And then after my process of study and mm, actually will is going go will my process of study, after that my process of study is uh, in a I do my study in a good way
Yeah.
after hearing the om sound.
It
Except
turns
that
out
I
to be
do yoga.
fruitful. Yeah.
Yes, after that I used to do yoga in the morning time, and also I used to visit temple to get my mind in the peace situation. That's
Right.
why I stay calm and quiet. Whenever there is a problem in our family, in our in even it comes from my study, or you know that there is a exam. There is exam. When there is exam, the stress and stress you get from your
Anxiety.
study.
Yeah.
Yes. So to reduce the stress, to reduce that problem, you have to do something. So that's why I prefer to do yoga, to listen Om sound, or to visit temple to get my peace and calm. Yes.
Right. And when we lose ourselves to our anger, we might not realize it, but if it happens constantly over a period of time, our relationship with our family members or anybody for that matter, your friends, will get sort of disrupted over a period of time, because yes, a person
Yes.
might forgive you once or twice or thrice, but there is a possibility that if you keep behaving with them in a manner which is not very nice, they might also lose hope and say, oh, he won't listen or she won't listen, there is no point explaining or whatever. But that's 100%. And I think our hormones play a very important role, also in our anger, because as women, I have seen so many women talk about it, that right before their menstrual cycles, they get cranky, they become angry, they get usually irritated. And it happens with me also, because otherwise I'm a very calm, jovial person. But on on like a few days, I'll get very cranky, I'll get irritated. And that's when I realized, okay, that is why it is happening, that is why I was feeling so angry, so cranky all the time. And then you realize, oh, it's your hormones playing with you. So 100% that is a fact, that you lose yourself to your anger sometimes. And as
Yes.
you suggested, the measures that you do, I'm sure they will benefit a lot of people. I think, if you talk about the spiritual way, I think once you for different people, their approaches might be different. So for some it might be going to the temple, for some it might be meditating. But yes, that is a
Yes.
fact that I have also personally experienced, that when you meditate, and when you actually sit in silence for a while, you start becoming calmer. And that is a fact.
Yes.
Uh, I don't know how to exactly explain the process, but yes, it does bring about a gradual transformation in your personality. And I think, and as you said, nobody likes to be shouted at or to shout at uh, the other person, right? But just trying to control, that is our biggest challenge, I believe, that when you're angry and when you want to like vent out your emotions, how do you control yourself and not behave in a way that might not be appropriate? So I think that also is our test in a way. How do, because again,
Yes. Right.
they say, don't let your senses control your mind, let your mind control the senses. So,
Yes.
but I think that's something that you learn over time. Meditation is of course one great example. And of course, reading, or maybe talking to what other people. I think one of the reason it also happened is because nowadays, because of social media, or because of this extremely vast digital economy, I believe people are so lonely these days, and they don't have anyone to
Yes.
talk to. So if you keep your emotions to you all the time, one day you're bound to explode. So I think
Yes.
all of us need that, one person who we can just open up to and vent out everything, so that, because if you keep it to yourself, um, it will keep on, eating your mind, basically. But if you basically, it, it's like an outlet for your thoughts to just be free, and for your mind to uh, feel a little more calmer. So yes, maybe talking to people we trust. I think we have stopped talking and we have stopped listening, as this, as the Gen Z or the generation before that. So yeah, that's there.
Actually, angerness defines actually it totally depends on you how you will take sentences of others. If just for example, I am saying that if I am saying to you that you don't know this,
Hmm.
you should not do this,
Yeah,
then it is totally depend on you that how
how you take
you will
it.
take my, yes, you will take my sentences. If you will take it in a positive way, then you will find a solution that
Hmm.
if someone is saying me that I don't know this process or I don't know these things, so what is the process that I will follow to get the real answer or to get the real solution. If you take it in a negative way, then you suddenly get angry and you will saying me or other person, uh, who gave you the permission to say to me like this?
Yeah,
I know everything, I can do everything, so what I did, that is right. So
right.
this is a thing, this totally depends on our nature or behavior.
100%.
Yes,
And I think
this, yes,
we've also become more intolerant. I mean, we have to learn how to let go. I mean,
yeah,
okay, if someone did misbehaved with you or shouted at you or was mean to you, but I think sometimes I think letting it go is the only solution. It's like, okay, fine,
yeah,
you, so I will not react, I forgive you. I think that is the biggest liberation, both for that person and for you as well. Because if you respond or react in a particular manner, that conflict might get even more aggravated. But simply by choosing silence and not trying to reciprocate, that thing can end right then and there. So absolutely, it's completely based on our reaction.
yes, right.
Yeah. So that was a lovely discussion. So what are your plans for the day ahead?
Okay, yes, usual. I'm preparing for my CMA final examination,
Oh,
so I'll
studying
prepare for
throughout
that.
the day.
No, no, no. When I get stressed, I try to visit market and to try to go to the temple,
Yeah.
and these are my daily work.
Perfect, perfect. That's lovely. I think last time we didn't get a chance to say a proper goodbye, but this time we'll
Yes,
do so because I have another session at 5:20 and it's almost time. So it
yes,
was
ma'am.
lovely talking to you, Dharminder, and
Thank.
we will connect soon, definitely.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
ma'am. Have a good day.
you too,
Bye.
Dharminder. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Good night.